Now he goes a little right foot kick towards centre half forward. Numbers with Thomson though. Feldman can break away.
He's down back.
Go to the outside centre wing possession looking for Nan Curvis. Did well, led King to the footy, took the mark, played on. Goes with a right foot kick around the corner. Kane Hayes leads Hood for the race for the footy. Did well, Kane Hayes, read it beautifully and took the mark in between half back and centre wing on the outer side.
Interesting, Thomson, 2 players loose in the back line.
Hayes goes long towards O'Toole and Riley. Riley did well to get in front, get a hand to it, and saw it over the boundary line for a throw in. Half back, or half forward for Corio on the outer side. And a throw in, 6-9-45 the Devils. The Tigers 2-6-18. Boundary throw in, and in front, Lazarick picks up his own footy, gives it away to O'Toole, got his hands free, did well. There's an effective handball over the top to Collins. He brings it inboard to Manning, 20 metres out. Oh, he did very well, Shane Manning, to kick it underneath Marcus Forbes to kick the goal. Once again, controlled the footy beautifully from hand to foot and put it through for his third, and the 7th for Corio. They go to 7-9-51. They lead Thomson 2-6-18. Lex of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 1.5 minutes have been played.
Laurie, round a bit. That must have been a millimetre inside the boundary line over there. The players kept control of it, and what a goal from Manning.
Well, he's got sensational class. I did hear, I forget the stats at the moment, he played with guys in junior football like Chris Tarrant and all those sort of blokes, so he's been in very, very good company. Probably didn't go on because he's probably a little bit smaller than those guys, but he certainly learnt the skills somewhere along the track, that's for sure.
So the ball back in the middle. I see Shane Manning's gone from the back half of the square to the forward half, so they're trying to nullify those loose men as the ball goes up. Oh, beautiful tap down by Tate to Lazarick, handball to Ricky O'Toole. Eludes a tackle, runs on quickly, kicks it long to half forward. The leads come out there from Jed Potter. And
that's effective hand kick, wasn't
it? I would think so. It's Potter now from the 50-metre arc, kicks it high in the air. Up high is Gaylard, strong mark, just strong body work there. Got himself in front of Brad Roberts and took a very strong mark in front of his face. So terrific work there by Cy Gaylard. The man on the mark is 8 metres out. A very acute angle, however, and it'll take an accurate kick. But so far, Gaylard 1 goal, 2 to his name. About to move in and have the shot on goal. So moves in there. It's a lovely looking kick from Gaylard. I think the goal umpire might also like it. He does, and that's Gaylard's second, and it is the second in a matter of minutes for the Corio side. They go to 8 goals, 9-57. They lead Thomson 2-6-18. Lex of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. The clock just ticking to 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I suggested to someone just before we left the rooms there that if Thomson not careful, this could be a little bit of a tough quarter for them because they're using the breeze beautifully, and as Eric just said before, they're mixing their centre clearances up here, and that's very good football. They've got Ricky at the back and Manning at the front, so they've got the good players in the middle, and Cornwall's there as well.
We should keep your family away, Laurie. Back in the middle, Tate gets it down again towards Lazarick. Over the top, it tried to shuffle it out. Kick was smothered in the middle. Comes back towards Collins, who can run onto it. Can't pick it up at the first attempt. And then Spence next to him. Gets the handball away, does he? The umpire says no held to him. We'll have a ball up.
Half-time GDFL. Belpost still 8-6, East Geelong 7-6. Bannockburn 3-4, Belmont Lions 8-2. Anarchy 5-2, Winchelsea 11-10. North Geelong didn't score in the second quarter, 2-4. Werribee Central's 9-1. Geelong West 2-1, Inverleigh 10-8.
So the ball still in the middle of the ground, falls towards Clifford now, gets it away by hand to Collins, handball over the top to Gaylard, 50 out, left foot kick, goes along, he's missed it this time and has missed everything out of bounds. On the full, free kick to Thomson, last line of defence.
Fair kick off a step in the left foot though, wasn't it?
It was. So, free kick to the Tigers.
It was a very good centre clearance though, Eric. It's typical of what they've done from the second quarter on. They've had the players around the middle.
Now Daniels from the right back pocket for Thomson. Goes down the line towards half back, high kick. Looking for Spence, O'Toole against him. And Aitchison in there also. Pack develops. Umpire says held in. And we'll have a ball up just inside 50.
Rather interesting. At half-time, the umpire's very keen to get the game going. They're cold.
Yeah. So a ball up. Tate in front. Falls towards Aitchison. Got a hand to it. Tate again. Fighting hard for it. Out of bounds off hands. And on the boundary throw-in, 50 metres out from the Corio goal.
That was significant, Laurie. Corio didn't have control of the footy, but Tate was prepared to absolutely throw himself full length to get hold of the footy.
Yeah, that's been typical of his performance all day, Eric. Throw it somebody who's a ruckman. Umpire, will you?
Boundary throwing, Cornwall took it out of the ruck, got it to Lewis, back towards centre half forward, hit Gaylord on the back. Now Collins wheels around, measures the pass, and goes to Lazarick. Will shoot the goal from 30 metres out. Now he wants to chip the ball over the top. Too easy. He shifted to Potter, who'll shoot from 20 metres out, directly in front.
I don't know what's happened to the defence here of Thomson.
It's the pressure and it's the pace. They're bringing it in, Eric, very, very quickly, and you've got to be a little bit more defensive than they're playing at the moment. He's a beautiful kick, this kid.
Potter straight through the middle. His second of the afternoon, the ninth for Corio. They go to 9-9-63. Danger signs for the Tigers. 2-6-18. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
And as you say, Laurie, Corio just controlling the football at the moment. They got the free kick outside 50. 2 little chip passes to men unmarked.
Yeah, exactly, and they know exactly what they're doing in reverse. Thomson are struggling. They get the ball in the back half. Instead of moving on quickly, think about where they're going to get it. By that time, Corio picked all their players up.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Thomson can do if they get the ball in the forward half, because they get 2 extras still in the back half as the ball goes up in the middle. Tapped down by Tate to Cornwall, handball to O'Toole. Breaks clear of the tackle, hooks it round on the left foot, looking for a teammate there. Does well, Collins. Gets a handball forward, looking for Lee Clifford. But he's been a very good player, Collins, through the day. And I think Todd McLeod's not too impressed about things at all. And I think he just got something for his time. Umpire said, "You deserve that, son," as the ball comes in. Ball tapped back by players diving on the football in the back to Nevada Cornwall for Corio. Lazarick looking for the handball. Not there, as Cornwall shocking kick off the boot, and it's out of bounds in front of the social club here. 1, I think it was a bad kick, Laurie, but 2, certainly to a bad position going to the boundary. Should be looking for the corridor there.
Yeah, from an experienced player, he knows better than that.
But the ball now will be thrown in by the boundary umpire. As the clock ticks to 7.5 minutes now in this third quarter, the ball comes in. Tate in front again, as he's been all day. Another tap forward. Comes to, great work by Cornwall on that occasion, but I think the free kick, he's going to get... I thought the umpire was going to ping that for holding the ball. He started to put the arms up, but then he kept them together, so the ball will be thrown in the air. Half forward flank for Corio, kicking to the western end with the breeze in this third quarter. As umpire prepares to put the ball up, Tate unopposed on that occasion, gets the tap down. Running onto the ball is Shane Manning, can't pick it up. He's tackled by O'Connor. Ball turned over to Hood, goes to centre wing, and McNamara takes the mark. Quickly over to Rickett. Rickett now kicks it to Lazarick, basically on his own in the middle. Plays on with a handball quickly to Toby Lindsay. On his non-preferred right foot, goes to full forward. Up high there was Potter, can't take the mark. Ball tapped out to Potter along the ground. There's a whistle on play. It's a free kick advantage paid, and Potter on the left foot has kicked the goal.
Great play.
Fantastic performance by Corio. Paid advantage. Potter showed his skill. Non-preferred side left foot kicks his third goal so easily. 10-9-69 Corio. Leading Thomson 2-6-18. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes gone.
Well, sometimes it's some of the little things that count in this game, Eric, and I've got to give credit to Toby Lindsay over there. He blocked beautifully Thomson play there, so Rick Lazarick can run on with the footy. They're the little things that the good sides do, and it makes that much difference. Instead of being caught and pinged, you're able to flow the ball on beautifully. Thomson are under enormous pressure at the moment.
Another bloke firing up today. Gee, I tell you what, he's doing a lot of work in and around the ball. Rick Lazarick.
Yes, his stats are pretty good too, Eric.
You sure they're right, Laurie? Back in the middle. Anderton got him down. Got it down towards O'Toole. Now Cornwall. Kick around the corner towards Lewis. It's okay. Takes the mark in the middle uncontested. Goes to the right foot. Long lead. Rivet. In front though, Feldman. Can't take the mark though. Off hands at the back. Potter again. Wrapped up this time. Loses the footy.
Got to be holding the ball.
And it will be a free kick to Daniels. So Stevie Daniels. Got Feldman out wide, goes in that direction, takes the mark at half back. Panther and Aitchison give him a lead up the line, but where's he going to go? He goes in that direction now. McNamara's there as well. Oh, Panther, good mark. Good mark. And it's taken it on Centre wing. Long lead from Yates. He chips it up though towards Flakemore and Nan Curvis. They go up at the back. Rickett read it better. Took the mark. Here goes towards the middle of the ground. Chips the ball to Lewis. It's okay. Takes the mark. He's got Tate in the middle, but he elects to go further afield towards McNamara up against McLeod. Oh, McNamara, good mark at half forward. Used Todd McLeod there as a bit of a step ladder in front, and just got over the top of him, took the mark, gives it away to Cornwall. He gets around McLeod, goes to the left foot, goes short to Clifford, can't pick it up at the first attempt, kick off the ground by Roberts. Foot race between Spence and Bigham now. Spence leads in the race of the footy, Bigham against him, handling across there as well. Both can't keep their feet. Now the ball comes out the back. Was that a push in the back? Yes, it was. And it will be a free kick to Spence at half-back. Defensive 50. Plays on now. Goes towards the lead of Nan Curvis. Takes the mark on centre wing. Turns around. Goes to the right foot kick. Lead on by Aitchison over his head and over the head of Yates as well, who's pulled up a bit proppy. Now McNamara runs back into trouble. High tackle, said the umpire. Free kick for the Devils.
But is there, look down there. How are they going to kick a goal? There's no way.
And 50. I think Hood might have moved in on close to the mark, or over the mark, so a free kick and 50.
Some have a bit of a yap over there too, I think.
McNamara.
Gee, it's a decent 50. Oof.
So McNamara has got the football at half forward. Goes to the right foot kick long towards Potter and Rivet, 2 out. Rivet goes in front, can't take the mark. Gaylard front and centre was fantastic.
Goal, Gaylard.
Fantastic side, Gaylard. Front and centre. Third goal for him this afternoon. And it's the 11th for Corio. They go to 11-9-75. They lead Thomson 2-6-18. Lexa Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard.
That was actually a handball. Ricky O'Toole kicked it in, Laurie. I don't know whether you saw that, but Jason...
Sorry, I missed it. Was that effective?
I think it might have been effective. Right. It scored a goal. And hasn't Gaylard been a revelation centre forward, Laurie? Like we saw him early in the year playing in the back half.
Yep, he certainly has. Well, that's the versatility of Corio, Eric. They've got players, they can play front and back. And is that Yatesy going, is it?
Yeah, hobbling too, actually, by the look of it. As teammate in Rob Jones comes on, with the ball back in the middle with the umpire. Goes in the air this time, and lovely tap down again from Tate. Ricky O'Toole runs on the footy. A positive handball goes out towards Toby Lindsay. Dives on the footy. Handball back to O'Toole. Another handball to Manning. Over the top there to teammate in Collins. Collins now towards half forward. Oh, mark almost taken there by Cy Gaylard.
Great play.
But gets the ball back to Lewis, hooks it around the body to Tate, and Tate's 25 metres out. Gee, I don't wonder if that was 15 metres actually the kick pass, but umpire said yes, and Justin Tate now, man on the mark, 20 metres out directly in front, and the opportunity to extend the lead. I don't really know what Thomson can do to stem the flow at the moment, Laurie, because Corio playing brilliant footy in the wet weather. As Tate now loves the goal, and I think he might have just about kicked one. The goal umpire
looked good off the boot.
Looked all right from this angle.
Tate can't believe it.
Well, I can't either, because I reckon the goal umpire wasn't watching the footy. He was still running. 11 goals, 10-76, Corio. They lead Thomson 2-6-18. Lex Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 13.5 minutes gone.
Armstrong from fullback. Kicks it up the middle, looking for Aitchison. Gaylard in front. Aitchison from the side took a good mark. At centre half back. Now the lead's on from Edwards and McLeod. Goes in that direction. Also there McNamara. Through now Hood. He's going to handball to O'Connor. Just as well he did. And he would have got wrapped up straight away. Kicks to centre half forward. Nobody there for Thomson. Turnover King. Right, gives it to Lazarick. Got a hand to it. Coming at him Spence. Does well O'Toole to get there. Second man takes the bounce. On centre wing on the outer side. Then he chips the ball effectively towards Manning. Takes the mark at half forward. Manning chips the ball towards the leader Lewis. Oh,
he's starting to play well too, Lewis.
I'll bring the words out. TR, training run here. They will move the ball beautifully there. And Sean Lewis from 50 metres out for Corio. Comes in, gives it everything. Holds up and towards the goal square. Off the back of the pack, Rivets there. And is it punched through? Oh, he handballed it towards Potter, who chopped it off and can handball it back towards Tate. Sets the big man a bit of a task. Forbes against him. He wraps him up. He gets the handball away. Over the head of Lewis. Coming at O'Connor as well. He picks up. Needs to get it away now. And handball back towards Anderton. Off a step. Goes towards half back. Dowie against 3. Goes up. Good mark. Good mark, Brett Dowie at half-back flank for Thomson. He goes towards the lead of Edwards. Rickett at the back punch. Good work. Oh, great roving O'Connor. Handball inboard towards Hood. Needs to run onto it. Has to sit for him. He's got 5 Corio players. McNamara handball to Lindsay. Handball over the top. Oh, chopped off though. Panther going the other way. Now McLeod needs to get away. Breaks free at half forward. Kick was great. Great smother by King. McLeod's second effort handball was okay to Panther. Little toe poke. Now towards Jones. Got 3 against him. Coming at it. Riley as well. Foot race. Riley kept his feet. Gets a Shepherd. Needs to finish it off. He's got nothing in front of him. He needs to keep it low. He does. He missed. And through for one behind to Noel Riley. So Thomson go to 2-7-19. They trail Corio 11-10-76. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 16 minutes played.
So the little short chip in went to Ricky O'Toole, picks it up, finds Toby Lindsay on half-back flank. I was laughing at Terry Nankervis having out the umpire. He put a Shepherd on and got one high. But now Ricky O'Toole, left foot long over the centre. Troy Feldman on half-back flank takes the mark for Thomson. Goes back to the middle of the ground. O'Connor, good tackle there. Has Tate tackled high, trying to pick the crumbs up, and Justin Tate for Corio with the free kick. Goes long to full forward. Big high kick numbers with Thomson back there. In front, Chad Ribbett. Oh, fantastic strength.
Too big, too strong.
There was 3 flying with him, but the bloke who's trying to spoil the ball was one of the smaller defenders in Stevie Daniels. So Chad Ribbett, too big, too strong, and took the mark in front of the pack. Man on the mark 25 metres out directly in front. Ribbett, 2 to his name at the moment. Kicks the ball pretty high. The goal umpire moves across. What's he going to tell us? Behind. Bad miss there.
I don't think Chad Ribbett can believe it either.
No, well, I hope the goal umpire knows where the 2 posts are. 11-11-77 Corio. Thomson 2-7-19. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes gone.
Armstrong from full back. Kicks it to Forbes. Short pass, 40 metres. Now Forbes with the footy. Left foot kick goes long, looking for Aitchison. Edwards is there as well. Aitchison goes up, does well, takes the mark. Thought about the handball. He's got Roberts leading for him. He goes in that direction. And Nankervis. Nankervis goes up. Good in the air. Takes the mark. Gives it away to Riley. Goes to the right foot kick towards, Ruck comes out, backs himself. Doesn't pick it up though. Jones does. Turns around the corner. 30 metres out. Is it going to run through? Kane Hayes is there. Saves the day for the Devils. And also chips the ball 50 metres to O'Toole. Great kick. Handball inboard effectively to Ruck. He gets it away at the point of the centre square at half back. Now he drills it towards the leader Gaylard. Can't pick it up. Edwards going the other way. Goes to the right foot kick towards Riley and also Panther and Jones in the middle. Jones takes the mark. Yeah, just holding it up until Panther gets down there. Roberts is down there also. He goes in that direction and they go up. Roberts off at the back of the pack. Cornwall breaks free from one tackle, then from the second gets a handball away. McNamara put his body on the line. Did well, got the push in the back and get the free kick at centre half back. Handballs it away quickly by hand to Ricky O'Toole. Handballs it away effectively towards Lindsay. Outside defensive 50 towards Manning. Spears it to him. Mano should have taken that. Fell off his chest and out of bounds for a boundary throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side.
I think Lindsay missed the handball. He was on his wrong foot and Rick Lazic was running inboard calling and the handball didn't come out.
So boundary throw in, Tate and Anderton. Tate works his way to the front, gets it down beautifully to Lazarick, who can run onto it at centre wing, picks it up, handballs it, takes Judd Gaylard on, gives it away to Collins by hand. Now he goes to the right foot kick over the head of Potter and also Daniels out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Corio 11-11-77 they lead. Thomson 2-7-19. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We're playing 19 minutes.
Ball moves very, very quickly.
Oh, the transfer of play was beautiful. Just execution in the finish, just let down a little bit.
So the ball about to come in. Forward pocket for Corio, kicking to the western end with the breeze in this third quarter. Ball comes in, tap forward only as far as O'Connor. Gets it to Flakemore back there on the left foot. Comes back in the middle. Overrunning the football is Collins. Picked up by McLeod eventually. Kicks it out wide. Looking for his teammate there coming. There was Hayes for Corio, chips it inboard to Bigham. Bigham now, the long kick straight to full forward. Big pack up there, comes to the back of the pack. Shane Manning can't go with the footy, unfortunately. Slipped to the ground. Ball head of the goal square for Corio. Flipped toward the boundary by Thomson. And Sabali Armstrong more than happy to just play defensively. and run it over the boundary line. See Judd Gaylard on the ground playing in the
forward pocket,
the goal square. So the ball comes in there. Rivet does the tap ruck work, comes down to ground, picked up by Rivet himself. Was it marked almost on the goal line by Marcus Forbes for Thomson? Forbes now, long kick out of defence, looking for Feldman. Bit of show of strength there. The free kick advantage paid to Thomson. McLeod runs away, kicks it towards centre wing. McNamara playing strong football, reading the game well, chips it inboard. Oh, it's a dangerous kick, looking for Hayes. It's eluded players, picked up by Nankervis for Thomson. Kicks into the bruise to full forward, one-on-one there. Danny Ruck does well. He gets the ball to the foot and finds the safety of the boundary on half-back flank. And he's played a pretty steady game, Danny Ruck, back there. Hasn't had a lot to do in some quarters.
Yeah, he's done exceptionally well back there. leaves McAfee up a bit, doesn't it?
It does, and I think McNamara is reaping the benefit of that playing off half-back as the ball now thrown in, half-forward flank for Thomson. Taken in the ruck by Bigham to O'Toole. Another handball back to Ricky O'Toole, over to Lazarick. Lazarick to Ricky O'Toole, waiting for it though. Handball back to Tate, back to O'Toole. They've carried the ball with handballs for about 55 metres, the Corio side. The kick from O'Toole, scrubbed. Manning attacks the footy, picks it up, hooks it around on the left foot, looking for a teammate at centre half forward. Terrific work there by Werner, just back on the ground. Picked up there by Cornwall. I think the mark's going to be paid. Where's the boundary umpire? He's a fair way behind. Oh, the ball chipped into the goal square, taken by Ashley McNamara. He's a metre out, runs in and has kicked the goal. So another goal to Corio. All too easy, I'm afraid. It is the 12th. 12 goals, 11.83 Corio. They lead Thomson 2-7-19. Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
Well, I've got to tell you something. It is a Ricky O'Toole show at the moment. He's getting kicks at will around the ground, and I'm putting these down, guys, as you call them, as effective kicks. And in this quarter, he's had 7 kicks and 6 handballs. So.
Well, we'll get that verified at three-quarter time with our other statistician, Loz. Just to make sure that's okay.
He's running amok.
Back in the middle, Anderton and Tate. Gets it down to Lewis, does Tate. Goes towards Cornwall, gives it away to you-know-who. No, Bigham. Just joking. Goes to wide, looking for a lead of Potter. Got a couple against him. Feldman. Runs out of room. Out of bounce. Andrew throw-in. 35 metres around from the Corio goal. We'll have a throw-in. Big quarter from the Devils this third term. Kick 6 goals.
6-0.
Boundary throw-in. In the front was Gaylard. Should have been free kick from the ruck contest. Left foot kick towards full forward. Forbes takes the mark for Thomson, the last line of defence. And goes towards half-back. Edwards should take the mark uncontested. Oh, he doesn't do so. Tate put pressure on and then ran towards the goals. Gets around, tries to get around Armstrong. Got the handball away now. Running back the other way, Feldman. Goes towards McLeod and the boundary line. Werner goes up, takes the mark anyway out of bounds. We see Anderton centre half back in a bit of trouble also. Hobbling, the big man, and will come back to Werner.
You've got Yates on the bench hobbling.
Central after was trying to overrule the boundary. The ball was kicked by Thomson towards us.
So Werner will have the free kick. 50 out. He's a left footer and he drives it towards the teeth of goal. Rivet comes out, off hands, side of the pack, off from the middle, Potter. Mercurial. Jed Potter has put it through for his 4th. Great play in the middle of the pack to turn around and kick it on his left over his shoulder and put the 13th on the board for Corio. They go to 13-11-89. They lead Thomson 2-7-19. Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 24.5 minutes played.
He might save his best for games that we broadcast, Laurie, because I can recall one other game he kicked 9.
Yeah. No, look, they're queuing up for it. He's a great player, and like all their kids, they've got some terrific kids coming through here. And if I was a talent scout from the GFL, I'd be looking at this number 20. He's got everything. He's made beautifully, kicks the ball long, got a good pair of hands. And what is he? 18 years of age? Probably not even that.
The concern I've got, this is team 2nd versus team 4th, and currently it's an 11-goal difference in the scores. So the ball now with the umpire in the middle of the ground, puts it in the air. 25 minutes gone, another tap by Tate, does a great job, intercepted by O'Connor, gets a handball clear, but Lewis, handball to McNamara. Matt, off a step, goes towards half forward, making, good position
mark.
there, was there's a dash. McNamara takes the mark, so kicks it long now to full forward, big pack of players back there. Troy Feldman doesn't come down with the footy, the ball spills clear, now picked up by Troy Feldman, who runs away, has a bounce, has a handball over the top to McLeod. It doesn't sit kindly for him. Handball back to Forbes. He has a bounce and went without the footy, picked up by Spence supporting him. Now it's smothered off the boot. Corio did well there because picked up by Lazarick. Over to Hayes. Hayes eludes a tackle. Another handball to back to Matt McNamara. Off a step goes for the torpedo to centre half forward. Gaylard picked up off the pack by Ricky O'Toole. Runs in on the right foot, and I'll tell you what, hasn't made the distance. It's touched off the right on the line. So Ricky O'Toole are behind him. Second for the day. And that's the 12th for Corio. 13-12-90. They lead Thomson 2-7-19. Lex to win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone.
Do you think he was trying to pass that ball to Rivet then? Or just didn't quite make contact with it?
There's a whistle there.
The runner was inside 50 when Armstrong was going to kick out, so the free kick will come to outside 50 to Corio.
Gee, you're up with the rules. I didn't know that one.
And runners or trainers or water boys not allowed in the 50 as the kicking comes in. So they ping the Thomson runner. Stoney will be happy about that.
As if they weren't having enough problems.
So Ricky O'Toole has the free kick in the middle of the ground.
Another stat.
Goes with a long right foot kick towards the teeth of goal. Holds up a bit. Roberts in front. Rivet third in line. Fell off his chest. In towards the pocket. Rivet got it away quickly. O'Connor handballs it away to Forbes. Left foot kick out wide. Looking for Mankervis. King against him. Falls to the front of the pack. King. Pack develops. Umpire will come in and ball it up. On the outer side, half forward flank Corio into attack. 27 minutes played, third term. Ball up. Punched away by Forbes in the ruck contest. Now O'Connor off a step, only as far as Cornwall. Took a good diving mark in front of Spence in the middle of the ground. Got Lewis by himself at centre half forward. Chips the ball in that direction. Can turn around and shoot for goal if he wanted to. He does. 50 metres out. Gives it everything he's got. Gives it a ride over the head and through for a goal.
What?
Sean Lewis has put it through for his first of the afternoon. And the 14th for Corio. They go to 14-12-96. They lead Thomson 2-7-19. Lex Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes played.
I guess this quarter emphasises, Laurie, what Corio can do when they get a roll against the side. And they've just kicked 8 goals to nothing in this quarter, and it can destroy a game.
Oh, look, I think actually from the start of the second quarter they've played beautifully, Eric, and it's just a continuation. They've had the numbers of the ball, isn't it? The name of footy, have the drop of the footy, have your players there. And
it's a team game, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So in the middle, Tate again. Lovely tap down for Corio. O'Connor went without the footy. McLeod tackled high, no, said the umpire, and the umpire has blown the whistle. We'll come in and put it in the air once again.
I do think Thomson played in their hands a little bit by having being too defensive in this quarter, and the gates are opening here.
So the ball now tapped backwards by Tate once again towards half forward, picked up by O'Connor. Forbes by hand to McLeod. He's got no one to kick it to. Eludes the tackle. Finally gets the kick to centre half forward at the back. Matt King. Too tall and takes the mark. Read it pretty well. Goes across the ground. The leads come from full back from Ruck. Drops the mark but has plenty of time. Picks it up, recovers. Kicks long to McNamara Ashley on half forward. Can't take the mark. And the ball off his hands is over the boundary line. Now between wing and half forward for the Corio side, kicking to the western end with the Brews in this third quarter. And they've blown the game open, 8-0 in the quarter at this point as the ball now with the boundary umpire comes back into play. Forbes gets the tap down on this occasion for Thomson. Underneath the players there was O'Connor, gets the ball clear. Ball, well, it's almost like a game of basketball at the moment, sort of going backwards and forwards within the pack, and finally off their hands. It's over the boundary line. A little closer to half forward flank now for Corio as the ball will come in once again. Tate in front once again. He and Forbes doing the ruck work. Comes down to O'Connor. Runs a fair way. Gets the foot to the footy. Diving in is Hayes. Can't take the mark there against Dowie. And finally the umpire will put a whistle on play, and on true centre wing, outer side, we'll put the ball in the air. Only 10 metres from the boundary line, but still well within the field of play as the ruckman now get to the contest as Tate again with Forbes both hit the ball the same way, both toward the boundary, and we'll have a boundary throw in still on centre wing at the 30-minute mark. Must be very close to three-quarter time here at Godfrey Street as the boundary umpire now puts the ball back into play once again. Tate and Forbes have done for the last half of this quarter. Tate in front on this occasion. Forbes picks up the crumb. Handball finally comes to O'Connor for Thomson. Kicks it forward. It is very, very close to the boundary line. In fact, called from a fair way back.
That was a good guess.
Guessed.
Guest estimation. So Ruck now gets the ensuing free kick off. Players loose in the middle of the ground. One is Lewis, who takes the mark comfortably. Goes long to half forward. Running with the flight of the footies, Ricky O'Toole. Gaylard comes in to support him. He picks up the footy, well shepherded by Ricky O'Toole. Gets around on that left foot. He's at 50. Hooks it to the head of the goal square. Big pack of players there. Comes to the front of the pack. Picked up by Werner. All too easy. Beautiful roving by Werner. Probably one of the biggest blokes in the contest. But decided to stay down. Picked up the crumb. Kicks the easiest of goals. That's the 15th for Corio. 15-12-102. Thomson 2-7-19, Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 31 minutes gone.
Well, I've got to ask you the question, Eric. Have Thomson lost interest? I mean, there's players running around, they're absolutely unchecked. Lewis hasn't had an opponent this quarter. He just bobs up and nowhere near him. Like, you know, there's still a lot of time left in this game. It's not the bottom of the ladder.
Bit of personal discipline, I think, needs somewhere, Laurie. That, you know, if you've got an opponent, surely you should be running with him.
Yeah, I think so, surely.
But by the same token, Corio running here, there and everywhere, it might be, takes a bit of discipline to keep with your opponent in that situation.
Back to the middle, umpire Formosa moving the ball across from the muddy centre circle for Tate and Forbes in the ruck now. Goes towards O'Toole through the middle. Cornwall ripped the footy off him.
I'm not giving him a stat for that.
Okay, don't. Goes towards half forward. Numbers with Corio. Lewis can handball it back to Bigham. He threw it to him. He's outside now at half forward. Drives it in as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And at the final change, Corio 15-12-102 lead. Thomson 2-7-19 in that quarter. Corio kicked 9 goals, 3. And the Tigers managed one behind a big third turn by the Devils. Goal kickers to three-quarter time. Potter has 4, 3 each to Cy Gaylard, Shane Manning, and 2 to Chad Rivet, and singles to Sean Lewis, Scott Werner, and to Ashley McNamara. For Thomson, their goals, Terry Dan Curvis and Brett Dowie. A big lead to the Devils at three-quarter time, 15-12-102. They lead Thomson 2-7-19. We'll take a break back with the final quarter action of our match day live coverage this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.